Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to set tabs or tab stops in Word. Now if you don't see the ruler up at the top, if you first open Word you'll be on the Home tab. We need to go to the View tab, and then right here at the top you'll see the option for ruler. If I uncheck it, mine disappears, check it, and the ruler comes back. So we need to be able to see that ruler. And then if I hit the tab key on the keyboard, notice how it jumps a ½ inch. I'm at the ½ inch mark in the ruler. Hit it again, you can see that now it's the insertion point, it's lined up to 1, 1.5, 2, etc. So if I have no tab stops, it's just going to go a ½ inch each time I hit the tab key. But what we can do is we can set tab stops within this ruler and have the tab key jump to those particular places. Now the tab stops are this little icon that you can see over here on the left side of the ruler. And let me switch to a zoomed in version of this. As you click on that, you'll see these different icons. So when you see this icon, this is a left tab. This one is the right tab. This upside down looking T is a center tab, and then the decimal tab looks similar to the center, except it has this little dot after it. Left tab will do exactly what it says. So if I use a left tab and I tab over there, everything's going to be lined up to the left, so left aligned. Using a right tab, all text, numbers, whatever would be right aligned based on that tab. Center tab would center over the tab, and then a decimal tab would be used if you had numbers that had decimals in, and it will line them up based on the decimal point. So switching back here, so if I want to add a tab stop, let's say I want to add a left tab stop, so you can see that my icon here is already the left tab stop, and let's add a left tab stop at 1.5 inches. So I just come over to the ruler, 1.5 inches, and I click, and you can see it puts that same icon right there on the ruler. So now I have a left tab stop. And let's do a right tab stop over at, we'll put this one on the 5-inch mark. So I just click on the 5. See if I can get it. There we go. Okay, so now I have a left tab stop at the 1.5 inch and the 5-inch mark. Now when I hit the tab key, instead of jumping to the ½ inch, you'll notice it jumps all the way to the 1.5 inch mark. And item 1, hit tab again, and once again, instead of going a ½ inch, it jumped all the way over to the 5. Right item. And notice as I type this that it's moving backwards to the left because it is aligning everything to the right on this one. Hit enter, tab, item 2, and etc. And so that's how you would set up what basically looks like columns of text using the tab stops. If I need to modify or edit the tab stops, let's say I decide this list right here, this really should be over at the 1-inch mark. Well, if I have my insertion point here at the item 1 and I drag this back to 1, notice how it only moves item 1. That's because every time I hit enter, basically what's happening is it's creating individual tab stops for each paragraph. So if I want to move an entire column, I need to highlight everything, and now I can click and drag and I can move an entire column at one time. I can also double click on the tab stop, and it will open a dialog box allowing me to modify these. So let's say I needed to modify this 1 inch. Maybe instead of it being a left, I want it to be center. Well, I can fix that, change it to center, hit OK, and notice it changed these. So now right here's my 1-inch tab. You can see that this is centered over the 1-inch mark. If I need to get rid of tab stop, same thing. Let's say I needed to get rid of the 5-inch tab stop. I can select it, hit clear, or I can hit clear all to get rid of all of them and hit OK. And you can see now that I have no tab stops. So that's how you add tab stops and modify them in Microsoft Word.